take a look first at our results from our last 2 weekend theme significance benchmark, and we had a test average overall of 74%, which was dragged down by our reading by meaning fiction. Oh my gosh, gross. It was 47% up here, and it was 42% down in the mod. And I have to apologize. I think that my mod kids actually pulled this percentage down. They really, really struggle. But it's not that much of a difference where, you know, we have to get panicky about it. Our mods are hot on the tail of our gen ed students, which is great. But this 47%, it does, I think, seem like a downer at first. But when I show you how that's broken down and what the kids got wrong, you're going to be like, get out of town. So you're really, this isn't going to seem all that terrible once we take a closer look at it. Does anybody have any comments on our test average? Anything that has to do with these results so far, just the basic results? Okay, great. So let's keep it moving forward. What that looks like when it's broken down is number 2 and number 8 question they got right. A lot of them got them right. And if you look across the top here, the kids really did well on a lot of things. They did not do well on number 4 and number 9. Super poor results on number 4 and number 9. And again, when I show you, when I bring up the close-up of what those questions were, it's going to make sense to you. So, oh my God, question breakdown. This is the questions, these are the questions that were on the theme significance benchmark. So what do y'all think about that?
Is that the one where it asks, like, person versus society, person versus nature, person versus self? I thought so. What's interesting is I was looking at the score, that progress report thing, the main idea, like they did really well on the main idea, and I feel like they understood the theme, but I didn't cover that very well, that idea of, you know, person versus society, and that's partially my fault. I probably should have incorporated that idea a little bit more.
That's so funny you say that, Jordan, because wait till you see the next page. And Kelly, exactly, that's not even theme, that's conflict. So they screwed up on a question that was, first of all, I think, asked incorrectly. They didn't see a theme at all. And I don't think a lot of us covered it. I didn't. I know I didn't. Jordan just admitted that he didn't. So when I show you what this question was, you're going to be like, oh, I really didn't go into that in a lot of detail. Number 9 makes complete sense. This number 9, when you see it has nothing to do, or not the kids truly understand, you know, theme. It really has nothing to do with it, because if you look up here at question number 7, they get it. They understand theme. They can find the theme of something. So I don't know if we can really rely on this number 9, this 22%, as something that drives our instruction. It shouldn't, unless we want to go into man versus self and man versus whatever, which we'll do, obviously, in nonfiction when we do stories in there. All right, so next slide, everyone. We are checking along here. So back to, again, here we are. Here's our 74% overall. Bravo, everyone. And again, 145 cusp kiddos, skedaddling towards success, and we'll be rocking this percent. And we will be. I completely and totally, I feel strongly about that. If we can grab those cusp kiddos and bring them up into that kind of, it's not even a safe zone, into that 70 to 79%, I think that we can just continue to build them from there, kind of scaffold their success. But I don't think that these are terrible numbers. I don't think that we're sporting terrible numbers here. And we're all running pretty closely to each other. So 74%, we know the group we're going to target to try and improve that average score on our next benchmark. But again, next benchmark, we move into totally new topics and standards. So who knows? We may have a whole different bunch of students who just don't grasp the next concept and who wind up our cusp kids. So it's really week by week, right? I guess week by week. There are strategies to make some students stronger all around, but it's data meeting. All right. So is everybody on board with that idea? Is that something we might be able to do as a team after the winter break? Does everybody like that idea of pulling our own progress reports and All right, I like that idea. I really do. I like that idea as a team. And your data in this case is going to help me, and mine is going to help all of you, and Jordan's is going to help Chrissy's. And it's data that is actually universal. Like if the kids are taking 1, 2, 3 of these across the board, I think we can rely on that.